All right, good morning. Today I am going to be decorating my house. I haven't had a chance to do that for a really long time, but just before I do, I just want to do this quest sign that has popped up for me from Captain
Ahoy!
Taka. This island is a cursed place. It was a dark and stormy night when our barrelman rang the warning bell from the crow's nest. There was danger ahead and no time to heave ho. It was like the island was pulling our ship to her. Now Torga's beak is broken beneath the waves, and we are here. We will leave this place when my crew is accounted for, one way or another.
A fellow explorer.
We need something to protect that shellless back of yours when we face the great white serpent. Leather Tongue made dishes that made us immune to nigh anything, this being on account of them nearly killing us every mealtime. His pots and pans could withstand any nightmare. We need that strength. The key to defeating the cook is to challenge his skill. Make a dish of the foulest ingredients and he'll be there to face you.
I've been in worse situations.
Leather Tongue talks sweet, but he always spices his dishes with malice. Don't swallow his words. Fishing and cooking, a whole quest line. Okay. This is actually the second time I've cooked something using the grossest ingredients. Like, there's a weird theme in this patch. Jantu's Cursed Blade, where is that? Is it here? Oh, it's a toy. What does it do? Hey. Jaktu Spirit laughs at me. Call upon the spirit of Jaktu to haunt a player's corpse. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's going to be a PvP item. Absolutely. What a great item. Just in time for season 2. Okay, let's get some tough crab meat. The chewy crab meat is perfect for showing off how difficult a recipe can be. I cannot pass up the opportunity to chop wood today. There's a lot of new decor to make, and I'm continuing my tradition of making everything myself. So if I stop by trees to chop wood, I apologize. Ooh, I can actually unlock a decrepit cache today. I have a key.
Gather some from the violent ones.
That's it? Oh wow, some coins. Huh. Unimpressed. I still haven't found the thingy. Ooh, Essence of Lumber, nice. Replenished Ectobarb, ghostly and sharp. This ingredient makes a meal into a dangerous game of chance. Who will survive? Aha, there's the thing. The thing. That thing. Zandalari Logbook. This journal has faded and the ink has run from being submerged in water. From the logbook of Bosun's Kanye, we are sailing in circles. The storm drove towards the shore, within sight of elven lands. Rather than risk confrontation, the captain took us closer to Zulaman. We knew the risks, not of the forest, but of the islands. The island no one comes back from. The winds were first to betray us. They pushed us towards the mist, changing as we tried to tack them away from certain doom. The air felt wrong. It was foul-smelling and acrid. It would sting the eyes and fester wounds. The currents and tides changed next, pulling us towards the rocks, pulling us towards the island. Whoops. With wind and waves working together to sink the ship, the crew panicked. They fought each other more than the forces that intended to dash us against the rocks. The hull has been hauled, but we are still dragged in. The mists surround us. I can see something on the shore, writhing in the sand. We will have to leave the wreckage of our once fine ship. Hopefully the rumors of this place prove false. There are no other entries. I actually need to come and read these like one by one. I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Troop rolls fine breadcrumbs. A craft passed down through generations. Breadcrumbs can elevate any dish by simply guiding the gourmand to their meal. What are you making in my stew pot? Impossibly tough crab meat, a ghostly stinger, and do I detect fine breadcrumbs? I can't be outdone like this. Die! Cooked leather tongue. At least you got a taste of my latest recipe. Give Taco my best. Whoops, I accidentally summoned him again. Leathertongue's backup stew pot. Toughened by the worst of Leathertongue's pre- and post-venom curse cooking, this pot should make a suitable shield. Good morning, Zarandi! Zarandi, look, there's new emoticons. I actually should post that in, I should change the title to reflect. We've got new emoticons. Let me change that. Yeah. New emoticons. Aren't they cute? They're done by Avalone, who does my channel artwork. I love them so much.
Looking to join a crew? Ahoy!
I've seen Leathertongue's cookbot lying empty for a few moons now. Whatever he's currently using to practice his venom-addled cooking is sure to protect you from the serpents.
Looking to
I feared
join
one
a
day
crew?
Leathertongue would find a way to kill the crew with his dishes. That you've put that poor venom curse fool to rest puts me at ease. His spare pot has a lot of use. It'll serve you well.
Looks like another
I'll need to
storm
consider our
on the
next
horizon.
target carefully. My quartermaster is no Tortolan to approach unawares. Okay, so that didn't unlock there's a fishing daily that's supposed to unlock sooner or later, but I can't seem to get it. Anyway, time. Thank you for not using AI. I would not touch AI. How do I unlock the Dizzy and Star Eye ones? The Dizzy one the Star Eye one you should have unlocked already. I just put those in as tier 2 and tier subscriptions, unlock thingies. Cause that was what the channel, it's got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 that you got to put the emoticons in. So that's supposed to be tier 2 and tier 3. I don't actually know properly how it works. Talking of, I need to add a tag to my... Yeah, I need to add a tag to say I'm anti-AI. Anti-AI. No AI. What else are you supposed to say no AI? I suppose they won't let me say fuck AI. Oh, I can. It will have a problem with the moderation policy. That's fine. Let's not put that in. Yeah, I won't touch AI with a 10-foot barge pole. Okay, that is all the questing I had to do, and now it is time to go hang out in my house. Today, I'm working on a night elf. Actually, do I have the little rocket thingy? I'm working on a night elf room. I just need to stop by... my neighborhood. Let's not piss off the AI moderation too much. Yeah. Let's as far as I'm concerned, certain strong words are appropriate to use in certain contexts. And when we're talking about AI, there is no word strong enough to describe my feelings towards AI. But we must not be too... Yeah, we must keep things PG, I suppose. AI has many useful applications. Art should never be one of them. Well, the problem with AI, the main problem, well, not the main problem, but a huge problem with AI is it's not AI. It's been misnamed on purpose, and part of that is they've purposefully confused the issue so that people think things that used to be around that weren't ever AI are now AI. They're now called AI as well. So quite often when you hear about applications for AI that's justifiable, it's usually something that was never an LLM to begin with. It was always just... I think I need a couple of these. I only need one. It was, you know, I mean, it's like... It was something we already had, was already being used. So... But like LLMs can go jump in a fire. Using them for writing, using them for art, Okay, I'm heading to Immortal Rest. Got my rocket pack. I didn't know about this rocket pack. It's very useful. But I don't think you can always get it either. Okay. Oops. Let me use my rocket pack. This is so useful. See, you can just float up and it's amazing. Oh, I wonder if they fixed the staircase yet. No, doesn't look like it. That's a shame. I just realized the mountain on the Isle of Fangs is almost 2 times the size of Blackrock Mountain. It's so good though, like, I must say the Isle of Fangs design I just find phenomenal. I'm really, really happy with it. Even the stuff that I don't really like, I'm still having a great time with. Dang, you're at level 12 already in housing. I'm slowly working towards 12, but did just finish my observatory. When I hit 12, I'll do some renovations. So I'm level 12 on the one house, level 11 on the other. But a major reason why is because I do make it my goal in the game to collect every single decor item, every single one, and you get a collection bonus for every item you collect. So that does a huge amount of base leveling. And then I've been spamming the Altar of Ulatek area to get these corrosive coins because I want to upgrade that as quickly as possible. And that's completing housing quests like you wouldn't believe. So I managed to get the rest of the housing up pretty easily. Like, I've got 850 community coupons. I had no community coupons 2 days ago. That 850 I've gotten passively just doing Altar of Ulatek. So it's a pretty good area for that. Isle of Fangs just throws housing XP at you. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing I've been doing is fishing, which also just passively generated tons and tons of coupon and housing levels. So, okay. So I've got a vision for what I want to do in this room. It's a temple room, and I want to divide it up to make it a proper house. I want to have this section completely divided, which reminds me I need to go buy one of those Pandaren pools on my Pandaren. So it's been so long since I've actually decorated. Like, I eventually today I just had to carve out a day to do it because otherwise I'm never going to do it. Monk. Yeah, 2 blossom. Also, my spiral staircase shifts every time I log in and I have to fix it. Oh, that sucks. Mine hasn't been doing that. But I am mildly irritated that they've only given us one spiral staircase that goes the one way. So you can't... I like symmetry a lot. I like to do these rooms where you have things on each side, you know? So you can't do a spiral staircase on each side. A matching spiral staircase. And I'm like, why not? Why can't I? Why would you not give me a mirrored version? Want to buy mirroring of housing decor? Yes, they need to give us the ability to mirror housing decor. And I don't know how impossible that would be for them to make that sort of baseline, but something has to happen there because, like, it's so frustrating when curtains aren't mirrored or something like stairs. Okay, I'm heading to my... How do I get there again? Oh, with Pandaren, I mean with monks, it's an ability, isn't it? Character... General. Zen Pilgrimage. Oh, that snake. See, look, I got a pink snake on the Isle of Ulatek. Pink snake! I'm so excited. I love the pink snakes versions of all the snake things. I like the pink ones. Wait, where's the woman?
Everything has a price.
I think I'm just going to buy 2 of these because
Shurelaran.
they're like such great statement pieces. Now back to my character. Reddit is having a field day with the pink snake mount. Oh, good. Does Reddit also like the pink snake? I saw there's a white snake as well, and I think it comes from a dungeon or something. But like, all I wanted was the pink snake, and that's just a rare drop, and I got it without even trying. But it's probably quite, probably a higher drop then. Oh dear. The logout, login screens. There we go. So I'm thinking of ways to extend this pool a bit as well. Yeah, I think that works nicely. Good start. I'm gonna have a wall behind here, the divider, and probably have like stones as walls. What bugs have you encountered so far? I was on vacay and I'm playing catch up with this new patch. Anything critical? I've been quite lucky with bugs. There was a bug where I flew into a wall and that upset the game a lot. I was like, it didn't want to log me back in for a while. And apparently Grifter not showing up in your neighborhood is a bug, but I don't know for sure if that's true. But that's about it. That's like the closest I've come to experiencing bugs. I have done, as I say, I've been pretty lucky. I do kind of want a waterfall. So what are my options with the fountains here? Yeah, maybe I need one of those pretty tree fountains. Oh, is that more? What is that? That is Arkandor cutting fountain. Where does that come from again? Alchemy. Okay, so I can make it on this character. But what am I gonna need? Yeah, honestly, I haven't run 50 fell-touched lumber. That sucks. How much do they cost? Do I want to go spend some time farming some lumber so I can save 10,000 gold. Afternoon. Where's the fell-touched lumber again? Legion. Yeah, let me go farm some lumber. Like the vault of Ulatek, of Atalatech, it's definitely been like really laggy. But I don't know, it's not really anything critical. There's a few like housing bugs, like they haven't been able to, they had to disable the ability. I might have essence of lumber I can use. I have 1 essence of lumber. I do have 1 essence of lumber, but that can only get me 20. Need to get to Legion, so any druid will do. Yeah, you can't die you can't die the staircase, and there's 1 deco item through Zul'Jara's forces that's definitely bugged. It's not showing something that it's supposed to show. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. I've seen people talking about more critical bugs. I haven't had a chance to do anything really serious in the game yet. I've just played through all the quest lines and gotten started on like the Altar of Atalatech and everything. Are the thresholds between the new artisan rooms fixed so that you don't fall through the floors? Yes, for the most part. But when I ran over 1 threshold, I did see a gap on one of them. I can't remember which one it was. But other than that, yeah, it seems to be fine. And that was like right at the beginning. I haven't fallen through the floor at all. But I caught a sight of, you know, when you look down and you can see a gap, I caught a sight of a gap. So the fact that falling seems to be fixed. You don't fall. Which I suppose is something, right? Wonder if basements are already fixed. No, that's not fixed. That has been, they disabled that basically. They're like, they still got to work on it. It'll come out when they fixed it. That just strikes me as something that shouldn't have made it to live. There's a lot of things that shouldn't have made it to live, right? I've seen people talking about bugs and stuff. Like, with the lair, I didn't do the lair straight away. I waited a few days, and it was fine. But apparently the first day, you couldn't get to the boss in time to kill it. The boss would be dead by the time you reached her, which seems bizarre to me. And there were a lot of other little things like that. When Ian said the patch cadence isn't having an effect on quality, like, I'm very much afraid he's wrong. It clearly is. Still, this patch is huge. I do find it funny that, like, fishing seems to... Oh, there's something I don't like. There's something with fishing. And I don't know if it's a bug or if they've just made a really dumb decision. But the one NPC that occasionally spawns when you're fishing that you're supposed to get rep from seems to have a level cap. I mean, seems to have a rep cap on how much rep you can get, which sucks. Like, why wouldn't you allow people to farm out that rep by joining groups? That's like... one of the joys of fishing is you get fishing groups together and you all farm rep together. And it's weird because that's capped, but the Altar of Atalatech is mostly uncapped. And at the moment, it takes me like 3... Like at the moment, I just have to spam kill the boss in Volta Vitalitech, who you can do in groups. Like in the evening, there's groups popping all the time. You can jump from boss to boss, and the boss drops the same amount of coins every time, and it's a sizable chunk of coins. So like, you can just farm out levels. It's a mindless grind, but it's a grind. So like, why is that allowed unless they fix that? Have you seen the Undermine Zorjaro's Forces bug? No, what's that? What's happening with that? You know what I really should actually do is dismantle my other house, like save a blueprint and then take down the house so that I can use the stuff in it for my current house. But I can't bring myself to do it. I haven't trusted blueprints yet. So any mech you get in Undermine puts you in an Armani canoe and flies you off the edge of the map. That's amazing. I can't even be mad with a bug like that. How on earth is that happening? Talk about spaghetti code. That's incredible. Checks out Lacthus is short for that one. It's amazing. I'll definitely look it up. That sounds hysterical. Wait, where's my lumber tracker thingy? Okay, lumber helper. If you like, I can link it. It's short. I don't think links work in chat. And I haven't set it up so I can watch it on stream. It's cool. I'll look it up afterwards. I mean, you could message it to me, but then I gotta go into Twitch.
This time those sprites have crossed the line. They're trapping and killing those cute little Lunar Wing fairy dragons. Well, go on, save them.
They really should do something with what they really should do with decorating is let you have an unlimited placement mode where it doesn't matter whether you've got it in your inventory or not. You can place it as if you do. Not like their current preview mode, because their current preview mode sucks because you can't move stuff about, you can't place more than one thing, you can't resize it. Like, it's not a preview mode, it's a joke. They need a proper sandbox mode where you can fully plan out your house, and then what you do is you go and collect the stuff that you need for it, and then that gives you like some motivation to go farming for all the things you need. That is what they need to do. We need a housing roadmap. They clearly don't want to commit to a roadmap yet because they seem to be struggling to be able to predict how long things take to bring out. I'm actually genuinely shocked that they managed to bring out pets already. Like, I really thought that was going to be something we wouldn't get until the next expansion. I cannot believe that was the update. And it makes me so excited for what will come soon. Because if they figured that out, Like, it feels like they'll figure out how to do alts, and when they do that, they'll figure out hunter pets, and like, it's gotta be all on its way. Mr. Mysterious, thank you for the follow. Why don't I have my activity feed open for me? I didn't give pets enough credit when they launched, and I went to my friends full on cat cafe, and it changed my mind. You know, like, the only thing I've done with pets so far is I put down some chickens in my house. I mean, apart from stuff I just did to showcase in the video, I put down some chickens. And the other day, I was having like this really, really just terrible, terrible day. My husband and I got some really bad news. I was just sitting there, like, kind of shocked and upset. But my game was open because I had just been putting down a chicken. And I was sitting there in my little greenhouse with my little chickens, feeling upset. And as I started to like come out of the shock, I just noticed these little chickens were clucking, and they're just walking around me, clucking away, just like, and it was the absolute cutest thing. And it just lifted my spirits so much and made me feel so much better. such a stupid thing, but like, I just found it so cute. And in that moment, it's kind of something I needed, something so simple and small as my little chickens. And I love my chickens. Like, chickens are some of my favorite pets that I've collected. And having them all out, and I'd had the spot for the chickens in my greenhouse because I had a chicken coop, and now having them there clucking away, oh, I was like, yeah, this is great. This is amazing. There's definitely improvements to be made in the system, but the fact that they're animated and they make noises is already so great with the pet system. But then later on, I found out you can't put down Succubi, and that was like, oh man, really? I can't put down Succubi? I can understand why, but I'm so disappointed. That actually reminds me, I want to check something that someone mentioned in a comment, that apparently you can change pet sizes using the biscuits. I want to see if they stay whatever size you change them to. Those special moments are so nice. I mean, that's what makes WoW, right? It's not necessarily the boss fights, unless it's like a really good boss fight with like a guild. It's not the challenge. It's the little moments that catch you unaware and like off guard, that feel weirdly immersive. And like, yeah, housing is definitely doing that for me again. Should have enough lumber soon. I reckon, what do I need, like 50? This root is, ooh, an essence of lumber. Nice. Yeah, that should help me. Although, now I'm so close, I don't want to spend the essence of lumber on Fell Touch lumber. Yeah, I'm just going to farm out the rest that I need because it's one more, and I like to save essence of lumber for proper emergencies. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh man, the essence of lumber is soulbound. That's stupid. Why is that? That's irritating. Now I gotta remember I've got an essence of lumber on this character. That's annoying. Watch that this tree isn't even what I need right now. Yeah, just one extra step to get the lumber that you need. That also means, like, if I've got essences of lumber on other characters, I haven't noticed. And I could. Look, at least the essences of lumber are dropping now. For a long time they weren't dropping, and that was very irritating as well. We need a character select screen icon for which characters have essence of lumber. Yeah, or like something that's tracking it. Usually, like I had the add-on Alcoholic. I think I got rid of it though, because it was like such a resource heavy add-on, and I like barely used it. I think I also tried ATT and I wasn't happy with it. What's that? So any of these add-ons that track across your alts, I often find I'm not happy with them and I just keep removing them. So, wildthing.org, go look. Wildthing.org. Do you have an old problem? Struggling to remember which your characters have done all the Wild Thing is here to make you. Huh. Okay, okay. I'll take a look at this. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully, wait. Let me first make sure I've got everything I need to make this thing. It's Legion decor, right? Yeah.
Have anything
They really
ancient
need to
trade?
add crafting
Needs
tables
to
to
be
our
at least
houses.
2 centuries old.
Oh no. Why are there no demon steel bars? Oh, there are, thank goodness.
If you find anything
For some reason,
exotic,
it's not showing that
bring
I've got the lumber, but I should. You can track, it's a very great website, very powerful off the bat, but very customizable as well to suit your needs. You can track or untrack whatever you want. That seems amazing. I'll definitely give it a look. I don't get why they don't have usable crafting stations. My favorite thing to do in ESO is do my crafting in my townhouse. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will add it. Like, I know that, look, the reason they don't have it yet, I think, is because when they introduced garrisons, which were supposed to be huge, they were supposed to be revolutionary, they had all this utility in them. And they put so much stuff in them, and it was too much. They like overdid it, and it's like terrified them of doing that again. And the utility was the biggest problem, because what happened was nobody would go to the main cities anymore. They just hung out in their garrison. Like the main areas were basically ghost towns. Oh no, is this not gonna work? Oh, these things. The main area was basically a ghost town, and everyone was isolated in their own instances, and they didn't want housing to become like that. So they've been very sort of cautious about giving us stuff with housing when it comes to crafting. But I think they will change. Like, I think they first didn't even give us mailboxes, and then they changed their minds very quickly on that. And I'm convinced that they will. Does this just not work anymore? This is... No, that should work. Yeah. I don't even think cooking was enabled at first, and now it is. And I think they will enable it. And I think it'll happen quite soon as well. All of that just to collect one fountain. Okay. Teteral, thank you for the subscription! Yay! Congratulations on your emoticons! There's Discordian kitty emoticons. I'm very excited about them. Okay, this is not working as I was hoping. It's not quite working the way I hoped. I really kind of wanted the tree. I think I can sort of get away with it. No further down. Okay. Yay! Wave subscription emoticon. How do you get the jetpack? Is it a random vendor? So the jetpack is a it comes with the mecha, you know, the mecha goblin endeavor. It comes with them. But when your housing area has reached 100%, or when your neighborhood has reached 100%, you get an endeavor from a representative from another endeavor comes and hangs out near your steward. And if that representative is from Mechagon, then there's another vendor who sells the jetpack. It's really quite weirdly, like stupidly complicated. And now the jetpack's not working properly. Zeeb, thank you for the follow. There we go. So I found that vendor in Razorwind Shores. There was like, he gave me a, he had like a quest for me and told me he would sell me these jetpacks. But yeah, it's only available either in neighborhoods that have the Mechagon Endeavor, or neighborhoods who have representatives from the Mechagon Endeavor visiting them. So it's definitely a little bit confusing. But it's super useful. I wish they'd just make it like permanently available. I think this has done a semi-decent job of extending the pool. Ooh, I wonder. Okay. I think I need to use the housing deco guide for this. I made all these lovely categories for myself, and I still can't find anything. What is that ethereal cache called? That ethereal thing. You love my videos? Oh, thank you, Zeeb. Does it require rep with the Rustpult faction? I don't think so. It's like, it's a neighborhood thing. It's a neighborhood endeavor thing. Oh, Tariana, since you're on YouTube, can you check if the emoticons are working there? I'm not sure. I've added the emoticons to YouTube, but I'm not sure if they're like a membership only thing or not. I cannot use this room. It's bugged for me. Whenever I enter, I fall under the house. Ah, so for you, that bug is still happening. I wonder why it's not happening with me. Unlucky for you, but lucky for me. Also, good morning. Came in talking about Luxus and his bug find without my greeting first. Good morning, and don't worry, I didn't I'm not a stickler for greetings. Okay, I need that ethereal cage thingy. What's it called again? Cages. Where did I put this? Capture crates. It's the big, round, ethereal thing. This is like the worst part of housing. I can never find anything. What is it? Accent, maybe? I don't even know. I really have to sort my stuff. It's not structural. Or is it? No ethereal culture. Uncheck all. Where's ethereal? No ethereal. Will it be listed under none? Yeah, there's ethereal stuff. Okay. Or is it ethereal? It's Shadowlands, actually. It's the Shadowlands, like, big round barrel thing. Wait a minute. So that makes the storage. So... furnishing storage. It's not the consortium one. Suramar containment cell? Oh, no, it's not that. But that's a good there's a good suggestion. Maybe I don't have one. I can't look in the catalog for it apparently. Wait, contain, no, okay. I'm gonna look in the catalog. It'll be under storage if it's anywhere. Check out, look at the emoticon! Yay! It says join to unlock. I'm sorry, Tariana. I don't know how to make the emoticons for free then. But thank you for checking for me. Cartel Collector's Cage. That is exactly right. Yes, that's what I was... Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. Cartel Collector's Cage. So, Cottage Wizard has an incredible video showcasing how you can use these... Whoops. They've done something with decor where you can get trapped by it when you're setting it down now, which is very irritating. Cottage Wizard did a video showing how you can use these to make waterfalls. So let's see if I can maybe put a waterfall here. You described it well. Did I? I tend to lose my words. But thank you. There we go. No! Yeah, this is irritating. I don't know what they've done, but basically You can get trapped behind it while you're working. So you can't stand too close to it now. You got to be careful. I'm going to need a few more of these cells to do the waterfall. But I think it'll work. First, I'm gonna have to add, I think, some rocks. They have to unimprove that. It's super annoying. Yeah, I agree. Like when you're in edit mode, you should actually just be able to clip through things if you wanted to. Okay, Tiara, thank you for the follow. Okay, I need to go buy some boulders. Ugh, you know what I should do? I'm gonna visit my other house and take down a room that's got all the boulders in it. Because why should I buy a whole bunch of new boulders when I got a bunch of boulders? I can just temporarily disable that room. Great, now I have to go collect Shadowlands decor. Well, you see, this is why I make sure I have at least one of everything. Because once you've unlocked something, you can get copies usually. Not with everything. Like with drops, you can't get copies, which is very irritating. So I've been keeping those in like my bank. Yeah, we got boulders. I literally have boulders at home. I actually also want to clean up this house, the exterior, and make the blueprint available for the tree house. Not that. This. I'm very proud of my treehouse. I think it's so beautiful. But it needs a few improvements. But once I've fixed it up, I'll make that available. Sources of drop should be illegal. They're meant to be used in multiples. I agree. I'm like, I keep seeing them trying to add little, they keep trying to add things. It's very irritating. They keep going, well, what if we make this very difficult to obtain? What if we make, like, the Altar of Corrosion decor? The prices of that decor is stupid. I don't mind making it difficult for the first time you collect certain items. That's fine. The first time you collect it, it's like a sign of prestige. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But having it be like the 8th, like, you know, yeah, if you want a second one, you got to do the whole thing again. You got to hope that you get lucky with a drop, all of that. It's ridiculous. Oh, wait. Okay. Blueprints. Save blueprint. Okay. It's this room that I'm going to save. No, it's the evening circle room. Phew. Okay. Save blueprint. Well, I'll save the full layout. Current room. This is a room I probably want to redesign anyway, so if I lose it, it's not the biggest disaster in the world. Okay, I've saved it. Time to clear that out. That should put plenty of rocks in my inventory. Sconces are... Oh, you already said them. We also need a better ceiling light. The ones we have now are super ugly. There's so many lights. My problem is I'm really bad with lighting. That is something that I'm really struggling with. That's something that I think artists are so, like, artists very much have the curve when it comes to housing. When you look at what they're doing, I mean, look at Cottage Wizard. Cottage Wizard puts candles under the floor. to make it a soft glow so that it isn't flat. Like, I would never have thought of doing that. It's so beyond my skill level. So hopefully I get better at it over time, but just lighting in general, I'm so bad with it. But I honestly don't think it's Blizzard's fault. I think I just don't know how to use it effectively. I've learned so much from them. Yeah, Cottage Wizard is like, just watching Cottage Wizard's videos, you're just absorbing things constantly. I think most of the ceiling lights are way too dim. I want them to light up the whole room, but they just make it a patch of light on the ceiling. Yeah, I think I feel the same way. But people who, again, the people who know how to use lighting don't seem to have that problem, and I think that's because they know how to effectively use other bits of lighting. Okay, so I've got my boulders now. I should have plenty, yeah, more than enough. So first I'm going to start with walls. I should have plenty of these too. Okay. The idea is to divide this room. If you put down walls where you're going to place boulders, they stop your camera from clipping through the boulders. That's, I forget who told me that. It was someone in my stream chat who told me that. So that's why you should always place down walls first if you're going to be dividing up a room. And then you can, if you're going to use like boulders to divide up a room, because then you can add the boulders. I'm going to want a waterfall behind this. Okay. What I'm envisioning may be so far beyond my ability levels, but I'll try my best. Oh, that's a really good idea. I'll sure to try that. Yeah, it's a game changer, because otherwise you end up sitting there with this, every time you walk past your wall, your camera clips through it, which is very irritating. I put a maxed out ceiling light above the ceiling out of sight, and then appropriate sized one for visuals to ensure the room gets a nice soft glow. Oh, is that what you were saying? Is a really good idea. Yeah, I'll try that as well. That sounds brilliant. But you see, these like tricks as well, every trick like that uses decor placement budget. So the decor placement budget genuinely sucks, because if they're basically punishing you for being creative. I really hope that they get to a point where they get rid of the decor placement budget at some point. I want this boulder, I think, behind, but I'm going to want a fountain coming down over the boulder on this side. How am I going to do that? It's this one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe. Can we move the boulder, actually? Yeah, the fact that your character now clips with the decor is so frustrating. I haven't properly decorated since they've made that change, and it's awful. I saw someone recreate the light-infused walls from Silvermoon with individual torches. That must eat up the budget. Yeah, like how are you supposed to have a budget when you're doing stuff like that? I haven't done anything fancy in my other house, and my budget is completely shot. And that's without like doing all the fancy tricks that people like Cottage Wizard do. It's very clearly... The issue I have with it is the budget gets in the way of creativity. And creativity is the most important thing in this whole situation. So if you're not letting people be creative, then what are you doing? What's the point of you? Not to be contradictory, but because the budget does suck, but I also feel like it forces creativity working within constraints. Ugh, I don't know. I sort of understand what you mean, but... for the same argument, we shouldn't get like curved stairs because then you can just use curved stairs. Why must you make your own? I think people still find ways to be creative. Boulder. Okay, so now... Like... Yeah, when you've got a budget, you figure out things. But there's all sorts of things that inspire creativity. And I don't think it's a good enough reason for the budget, basically. I think people will find ways to be creative regardless. Okay, I think that's working. Deaden, thank you for the follow! No. Now with this, I want to very specifically hide the fountain, but I don't want to interfere too much with the waterfall. I think that's working. Yeah. Now let me try be fancy and do a brazier trick with this waterfall as well. Okay, I'm not happy with this. I think they're taking it slow with budget because their servers are famously just potatoes. True, that is fair. They do increase the budget regularly, and I'll give them that. I still think certain aspects of the budget are just ridiculous, and the thing that I think is the most ridiculous is the decor chest. You cannot tell me the decor chest is anything but them wanting to use that as a punishment mechanism. Like, look at placing pets. If you want to place down a pet, it costs 5 of your decor budget. But if you use the shop pet item, then it only costs 1. Like, it's very clearly done that way on purpose so that you'll rather use the shop item, which is like, ugh, I hate that kind of thing. And that's one of the few shop items I have because it is a charity item and I always buy the charity items. Still makes me feel pretty nauseous. You can spend ages trying to perfect the freaking waterfall. Brazier Villain. Yeah, I don't know about this brazier. I have the Mechagon vendor in my neighborhood now, but the second vendor is not there. Okay, let me go to my neighborhood and show you where the second vendor is, just in case it is there, because I didn't spot it straight away. So I'll just head there now quick. What I don't like is that house level 12 is so big that it takes up all the space and very little room to do anything else. Is that the external? Yeah, I see no need to increase the size of my house on the outside. Like, I think it's silly. There's not enough room on that plot to have an external house and a garden. So I prefer using the small house and then I've built around it. I haven't even bought the new house exteriors. I'm going to buy them because I like to have everything collected, but I'll never use them. Okay, I'll take you to the Mechagon vendor now. See if I can find him. Okay, so if you go to the new pet decor vendor, you know where they are?
What can I do for you?
So the mecha vendor guy, he's outside by this ladder staircase. It's this J-3T3000. He's got the rockets. See if that helps. Gilded Sky. Blue drapery can also help you with the waterfall. Gilded Sky. Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you. I deleted one of my characters because they already have a max Legion alchemy. Works smarter, not harder, gang. This is the first time I've gotten every profession on max in any expansion ever. I always intend to do it. Midnight I've done it. Well, almost every character. I think I've got 2 that I'm still getting up there. But I've got every character, every profession. I've got characters that have every profession. And like, nothing has ever motivated me to do that before. But housing, it's amazing what housing has gotten me to do and made me willing to organize. Oh, it's on my alliance side. Oh, I'm sorry. I only read that now. So, I'm afraid I don't know where the alliance guy is. It's got to be somewhere though. I wanted to check out the new models. What new models? New house models. I want a house exterior option that's literally just the front door so I can build my own. Yeah! I think a lot of people agree with you there. The barns are gorgeous, but they're ridiculously big. Yeah, they're huge. They're so big. Thank you. I just have to wait for Mecca to show up in my horde neighborhood. Well, that guy must be available in the Alliance neighborhood. Let me see if I can look it up quick. What's the glider called? Rustbolt jetpack. I mean, I would assume it's somewhere near... He's not where Wildhead says he should be. Ah, that's irritating. Okay, yeah, I can't help you out. I'm sorry. If you're an EU, you could come visit my neighborhood. Quite happy for you to do that. Okay. I want this to be rocks. I do wonder if I should be using cobblestones for some of this. But cobblestones... they've got these flats. They're flat at the bottom, so I don't think it's a good idea actually. We need medium-sized rocks. I've been flying in circles, spamming tar J3T, still no luck. You are EU though. Okay, well then you can just Huh, let's see. You are on YouTube. Okay, see if you can invite me. Blood Bubbles / Argent Dawn. If that doesn't work, I'll send you my battle. We'll figure out the battle tag thing. Asmir, good to see you. Asmir, look, there's new emoticons. Are you doing BlizzCon? Only online. I live in the UK. Traveling to America is already a crazy amount of money, and in the current political climate and with everything that's going on, it's not something that's going to happen. I've been to BlizzCon once, the last one, and it was a lot of fun, but I don't think I'm going to ever be able to go again. It was like a once-off. Yeah, aren't they cute? Lovelong, good to see you. Oh, are you on YouTube? Okay, let me send you... I will send you a message in Twitch, and from there you should be able to add me on BattleTag and then come visit my Horde neighborhood. So there we go. Whisper. There we go. That's my battle tag. Add me. Aren't they cute? You two are also only seeing BlizzCon online. I do attend the online BlizzCon ever since they brought those out. Like, there was only one I ever missed, and I'm very sad I missed it because the mount that you got from it is amazing. That said, I haven't actually bought my ticket yet. I probably should do that. There we go. I heard a noise. Let me just accept this. There we go. Now you should just be able to right click and visit my neighborhoods. Speaking of cute, tomorrow I'm going to be shadowing a dog walk for experience. Oh wow, that sounds fun. You should check out Blizzard's content creative page for future events. They offer pay if you host or participate in things like the decorating contest they host live. What page? Crates. It's a crate. What's this thing named again? I've lost it. I've lost the waterfall crate thing. Finishing storage. Traveling as we speak. I hope you find it. It should be there. Cartel. Yeah, Cartel's collection cage. Not crate, cage. Thank you. So I would have to place these boulders in a way that I can hide the side of the cage. This is honestly too advanced for me. I shouldn't get ideas from Cottage Wizards videos. It's too much. Maybe I should just have the waterfall over the fountain without worrying too much about the boulder background. Especially since you're supposed to overlap these crates. Cages, I mean. I wonder where they come from. Cartel Collector's Cage. Tassam and Tazavesh. Oh no, don't tell me it's going to be some sort of deck, like... Oh, it's going to be resonance crystals or something. You see the Niffin vendor. What? Wait. No. What? Is that guy still not there? Because then we're just gonna have to... I'm gonna have to invite you to a party and take you myself. You found him. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Maybe you don't have to have the vendor there then. Ah, I'm so glad. Okay, that is sorted. Yeah, how much are these crates? Cartel Collector's Cage. In Koresh. So, I guess we're heading to Dornogal. Yeah, I don't think the wormhole generator ever opened up for Koresh, so... Can't use that. Oh, this is so irritating. Okay, let's go to Hall of Dawn. You're welcome. I'm glad we got there in the end. The thing is, can you type an email in the chat for the Blizzard Partnership Program? I think I've applied for that. They just ignored me. I don't think they like me. I'm in there. Like I applied. Yeah, I applied for the community thing. No reply. I'm in their Discord for it, but yeah, they've never ever reached out to me or anything. Okay, can I use it now? Ah, it's not much points. Just fly there. Okay, let's head to Koresh. I never really liked Isle of Dawn, I must say. I don't feel a lot of nostalgia coming back here. I wasn't a fan of Dornogal. In my opinion, like, Dornogal's great. It is a really cool dwarf city. But in my opinion, nothing's going to beat Ironforge. Like, an upscaled Ironforge is what I want to see. And Ironforge is everything I could possibly want from a dwarf city. So, like, Dornogal's fine. I do like the big hole in the middle. That's pretty cool. Well, that's rude. Sorry. Oh, you mean Blizzard ignore me? Yeah, I don't know. They don't... They very much look the other way when I walk past. But it means that everything I do is completely pushed, you know. I don't have any sort of I don't have any sort of like step up or anything. So I can feel proud of everything I accomplish, I guess. Okay.
As if we
Please,
didn't have enough
please tell
trouble.
me
Now the
I
mail
have
is backed up.
whatever I need, resonance crystals or whatever
That
it is for this
postmaster
stupid
is
thing.
from your
Shush, Venari. Because think I need a few of these. Okay, that is clearly not the right vendor. Oh, it's to some. How do I get to some? To some. Okay. I can afford one. Whoop-de-doo. But I should have crystals on someone else. Legacy, War Within, Resonance Crystals. So Randy, oh my word! This is, what is this called? Glucose Parenting, giving out 10 community subs. That's amazing. Everyone should have emoticons in the chat. Thank you, Sir Andy. Thank you. Just to keep growing your channel, you make great content. Thank you. That really makes me, that's very sweet. Thank you very, very much. There we go. Plenty of resonance crystals. Sweet. I'll buy a couple of these. Everyone say thank you and use your brand new emoticons. I wish I could have my floating Belf house bob up and down slightly. How cool would that be? That would be great. Yeah, they should definitely do that. Some sort of platform that you can cause floaty thingies. Here's a quick fact for you, Chris. Here's a quick fun fact for you. Hey, James Kid, good to see you as always. Chris Metzen hated gnomes, according to employees on Warcraft 3, and that's why he named their city or whatever Gnomegon. Gnomes are gone is what I was thinking of. I wonder if that's true. I really like gnomes. Like, I have a sort of, I don't like stuff that's too cutesy, and sometimes I feel like gnomes are done in a way that's too cutesy, but gnomes have such a like intense history, and they're so small, and in housing they can make special gnome areas that you can't follow them into. So all in all, I like gnomes. But like, why add gnomes if you don't like them? Next thing you need is a unique subscriber month badges. Yes, I need to figure that out. Well, I'll ask my artist. It's very difficult setting these things up when I'm like so confused half the time. I don't know don't have a clue what's going on with Twitch. Okay. Now the idea is to have these cages stacked up, and it makes it more of a waterfall effect. What is going on? Okay, that is annoying. Start over. They must have made the decisions to make gnomes as a playable race rather than NPC-only joke race. I think gnomes are great. I wish they had better lore, or like got some love in the lore. Instead of constantly getting new cutesy races that we actually don't need. Back in those days, Blizz had a very open bias against a lot of the Alliance races in general. Gnomes were the butt of the joke, followed by Nells. While Blizzard... I'm sorry for that, but they very, very clearly have the opposite problem now. Alliance is very much the default. It couldn't be clearer. There's so many little indications that the Horde is an afterthought. Like... the Exiles Reach update, you get told you're going to Stormwind City, even if you're Horde. Because they weren't really thinking of Horde when they're writing things. And like things like that. It's like whoever's in charge these days doesn't even, if they forget that the Horde exists. That's why we get freaking Matthias in Undermine. So I guess it's our turn to be the afterthought. That could be worse. Generally, I hate putting everything under the faction umbrella, but it's sadly true. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a real shame with Night Elves, because Night Elves are such a badass race. Like, they deserve love. Here's another fun fact. Apparently the Warcraft 3 crew with Metzen were going and doing karaoke's. Oh yeah? Okay. Got a sort of waterfall thingy here. But I need rocks to make it look less silly. Gnomes deserve an Undermine patch of their own. Well, what was Mechagon? Like, I think that was meant to be the gnome patch. I can understand if you don't consider that to be a proper gnome patch though, but to be fair, Undermine has a lot of problems as well, as much as I loved it to be a proper goblin patch. Too much Alliance presence for a start. Have you seen the data mined unused Horde Island on Exiles Reach? No, I haven't seen that. The only gnome I know is Chromie, the bronze dragon. Well, that's a shame. There are actually a lot of really great gnome characters, including the leader is fantastic. I really like their leader. That's probably because they told most of the stories they wanted for the Horde, combined with most of the Horde bias devs are mostly gone. Yeah. I don't know why the Horde apparently attracts like the worst people, because I like Horde story. I'm not a monster, but apparently a lot of people who like Horde story are monsters, which is very depressing. The whole point of the Horde was that you're not supposed to judge them by their looks and assume they're all monsters. So everyone who has disappoints me. This waterfall is very much not working. I am not getting this right. I don't think I can do it with the lamps the way I want to. Oh wait, maybe. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm losing track here. They probably, because they told most of the story, we did that. A lot of behind the scenes mess, really. Yeah, that's true. They should add karaoke as a hobby in the game with voice chat. I don't think it would go well, though. That would be interesting. Mechagon was a treadmill zone rather than a patch, but it was literally a patch. Yeah, I was going to say I barely considered Mechagon content. I remember enjoying Mechagon, but I understand if you wouldn't consider that a proper gnome patch. But I imagine that's what they think is Mechagon. I mean, is a patch. Mechagon's one of those patches where they're like, we're going to do the Timeless Owl again. And it's like, can you stop trying to do the Timeless Owl? You did the Timeless Owl. People don't want endless Timeless Owls. They wanted one Timeless Owl. They enjoyed it. Stop trying to redo it. It's like they very much are constantly trying to recreate the Timeless Owl. Okay. I'm going to get this. I'm gonna get it. I just have to figure out what I'm doing. Maybe... Mechagon was very small. I mean, if you compare it to how Undermine is built, there's a lot of stuff that I have quibbles about with Undermine when it comes to like unnecessary alliance stuff, but the zone is amazing. Any goblin can go to that zone and just play like that's their home. And you can't say that of Mechagon and the gnomes. And I think that's fair to say, is that like it's not the same. I think if you turn them the other way so the energy moves from top to bottom. You're right, I'm busy making this waterfall go upstream instead of downstream. That's not really... Yeah, that's better. That's not really my issue though. My issue is how do I make it look... How do I have like rocks around it without it looking stupid? Whoops. Great, I've trapped myself. There we go. I know I can get this right, I just need to design better. What are there alternatives to rocks? To boulders? This is a bit better. Yeah, okay. If I can just get the right rock at the right size. And then I still need to add another one of these waterfall thingies. So you're having a big fight about whether or not Mechagon is a patch in my mentions. I mean, well... The ones that had the most presence narratively in Mechagon was Gazlo and his goblins. You're right. Maybe some of that alliance stuff in Undermine was a revenge for that. The alliance gnome squad there was very much treated as a joke. Raise the fountain and put rocks under it so the rocks around it don't look random. Yeah, I think you're right. I was kind of hoping to avoid rocks under the fountain. But it looks like I'm going to have to do that. Okay, I'm go at this fountain again. Cavemen just before the Iron Age began. Are there alternatives to rocks? I might have to give up on what I'm trying to do with this fountain here. Let me just try one last time. I needed to... I need to turn it properly. And that's going up, isn't it? Cobblestones are flatter, sometimes easier to work with, and dyeable. Yeah, I was thinking cobblestones as well, but they've got that flat bottom, which I find very difficult to work with. I stacked 2 small ones to cover items I don't want to show, and it looks much more natural to me. Or cobblestones. Speaking of the story, any updates? Well, we will see how the new patch goes. I mean, how the new raid goes. It should be... There's a lot relying on it, because we're going to find out, is Zul'Jin going to die? Is Zul'Jin going to die forever? Or is he going to be saved some way? And as far as we know, he's not going to be saved. So, but we don't know for sure. I'm still holding out hope that he is going to be saved. But, you know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I think it would be a massive waste if he's like gone forever. But yeah, we'll see. Can we get your guess of what you think the new Mega Delve Labyrinth will be? I think it's Undercity. Undercity? I don't think Undercity because they wouldn't want to refer to the war within again. I think it would have to do with like, didn't they say it's a bit more part of the main story? So surely it's going to be more along the world core situation, you know, where Xalatath is. Like, wouldn't it be some Titan installation towards the world core? Photos look like a big underground cavern, and just where we are in the world right now, it would make sense. I've been working on a new build at the moment, a Draenei themed mage tower, but the challenge is I'm actually using a Balf exterior for the base. Well, it doesn't help that they went and they keep changing things, does it? Like, people had Draenei houses set up using particular tents, and then they changed the tent, and it like ruined some people's builds. But you've been showing me, Esmir. The loading screen that shows the whole of Lordaeron had me thinking how they're going to use that land. A lot of people have been theorizing we're going to go back to Lordaeron. I would love to see that, but I mean, it might be... I don't see it happening anytime soon. I initially thought labyrinths are going to be Armani themed, but I could be wrong. I remember the initial tease pick they used was an Armani ruin. Yeah, I could see that being Armani. I could see it being Armani themed as well. Okay. Let me see what else I can do here. Wait, what if I had like a buried statue? What about that? And then I could add some like plants and stuff around it. Let me see what I can do in the way of ivy. Yeah, of course. I've got ivy. I've got leaves. Why didn't I think of the leaves? I don't have to cover this in rocks. I remember the initial... yeah, but we're talking about how small Mechagon was. Imagine if we get a whole of Lordaeron as a patch. Well, I don't see them doing like Lordaeron as a small thing. Yeah. An extension of the Vault of Ulatek, maybe big sunken temple vines. Ooh, I like the sunken statue. Gives it an old flooded ruin vibe. Yeah, I think the sunken statue, I'm onto something right here. But now I'm wondering if I should get rid of that boulder. Yeah. This is incredibly frustrating. Yeah, they changed the tent, yes. We're talking about read that. I suspect a Stratham subpatch, maybe. Updated Burning City that's fully explorable with a big focus on Forsaken and Argents. They definitely had... I've seen a lot of talk about Stratham, and I feel like there's hints about Stratham. But I don't know what they are. Like, other than maybe like some literature that mentions... What does it mention? Is it even Stratham? I know that people are expecting a Stratham update, but I'm not entirely sure why. Updated Burning City that's fully explorable with a big focus on Forsaken and Argents. Sorry, I already read that. It's been burning for 45 years. Yeah, it's about time it stops burning. Also, going to Stratham now doesn't make sense and would seem like a random destination. I mean, not that that stopped them in the World Soul Saga. At least, like... the Coiled Owl, at least it doesn't feel random. It's still a little bit disjointed, but not as disjointed as Undermine and, well, as Koresh felt. But the World Soul Saga in general has felt a bit disjointed. It's definitely an issue. I need to be right back. I'm coming now. Sorry, trapped my child outside of the house. Had to go and lock the door. Blizz teased during Gamescom we'd be going there for Arator's questline, but we didn't. The use of the World Soul Radiant Visions in Coiled Eye is a good touch. Yeah, the Coiled Owl... I've seen some people go, oh, it's random. I don't think it is. I think Koresh was random. Like, you can't just go, oh, there's a ethereal character and that links this zone to that one. It's not very, it was never very good. I think I'm getting somewhere here. Don't you think I'm getting somewhere? Now I can add another Cartel's Cage. Just need and I definitely need a few more rocks, so... You know what? Why have I been trying to avoid covering up this one lamp? I don't know if it's been necessary. I think I can cover up this lamp. Koresh at least had some World Soul lore to it. I guess, Stratham burning for 45 years is fine, to be honest. The Centralia fire in the US has been burning since 1962 with no signs of that being extinguished. And that's not even a cursed fire. Whereas arguments are to be made that Stratham is. I wonder if we're going to see Arthur's stuff. Because, you know, there's that hint that they're going to do an Arthur's TV show. And like if they do that, no doubt we'll get Arthur's stuff in the game as well. I mean, like, I'm sick to death of Arthur's, but at the same time, it's pretty classic World of Warcraft. And I mean, if you're going to Stratham, that kind of brings up Arthur's stuff. Yeah, this is getting somewhere. Actually, do I want to have this tree growing out of the rock? I think I do. Undermine, I wish they made more use of the Radiant Visions to tell the history of goblins. I wish they had like a clearer idea of the Radiant Visions. That feels a little bit like something they've kind of been, you know, trying to figure out what they're going to do with it. We're only really seeing how it's being used now. Before it was like, what is this? Stratham Haunted. Arthur's is the TV show. It's a... Look, it's a rumor based on a potential leak that isn't verified, but yeah, the rumor is that there's going to be an Arthur's TV show. And the reason why it isn't verified, but the leak mentioned Camelot, which turned out to be true. So it's made everything else in that leak feel like it's potentially is also true. And that mentioned an Arthur's TV show. More nostalgia bait. Well, I mean, they're going to do nostalgia bait, aren't they? Like, who doesn't want to print themselves some free money with nostalgia bait? Okay, I need to add another water full. I don't know if I liked stacking two. Oh, are you serious? I can't. There we go. Sorry, I'm completely getting absorbed by this and not reading your chat. Okay. We should go to the moon. I thought we were finally done with Arthas. Night elves in space, moons haunted, etc. If we send elves to space, it's a matter of time until we get space elves allied race. Technically, that's what void elves are. Their home is literally in space. Yeah, but when has similarity stopped Blizzard from adding things? True, though I'm only half joking about the moon. It'd be a weirdly fascinating place to see. Henry Cavill as Arthas would be nice. Which moon, though? White Lady, of course. Pale Lady or the Blue Child. Ah, fair. Blue Child would be funny, though. I want to see where the Blue Child goes when she wanders out of Azeroth's skies. She goes to the pub, has a pint, and waits for it all to blow over. I do think we will have cause to, if not go to the moon, there's moon stuff that has to be explored. Moon is haunted. It's haunted by a loon. Like, I feel like it's got to be something that's addressed in the World Soul Saga. The fact that Elune is so associated with our White Lady, and yet she's also a goddess of other cultures as well. There's that Anshi stuff, the hints that we're going to see Anshi finally, and he's very much just associated with our sun. So I feel like the moon and the sun, it's not just going to be our World Soul that's part of the World Soul Saga. There's the moon and our sun are going to play a role as well. So maybe we will get a Moon's Haunted storyline. What if I increase the size of this, moved it down, moved it this way? No. Definitely need some ivy around here. Ooh, I can use the ivy that you can dye. Henry Cavill's far too old to play Arthas. Arthas is young. He needs to be played by someone young. I don't know who I would cast as Arthas though, but I know I wouldn't cast Henry Cavill. I'm afraid Henry Cavill's time has passed. He had his time as The Witcher. He blew it. You know who could play Arthas? The guy does Superman these days. Henry Cavill's replacement. He could do Arthas. But yeah, Arthas is supposed to be very young, actually, like in his 20s. I just don't think you can get Henry Cavill to do it at this stage. It's not like you get an old Arthas version of that character. He's got to be young. It's like at least with Jaina, you can do older Jaina, but not older Arthas. So the sun's haunted too? Absolutely. Haunted sun. Sun's haunted. Definitely not at work right now, but I'm loving the water room so far. Thank you. I hope that I can do Cottage Wizard proud with this water feature. Where's the pretty blue flowers? I'd add a tasteful reference up there with the goblin gnome probes stranded up there called Artemis. That'd be great. I prefer fresh and unknown actor for Arthas. I think it's likely they would want to go with an unknown as well, and that's what I would prefer also. Like getting the same actors, you know, the same 3 actors to endlessly do everything gets very tiresome. Cavell as Rin would be my choice. I could see that. Or you could just have him be Tyrannus. What are you doing, my son? Arthas's father. It would be a nice nod to the fact that there was so many calls for him to play Arthas all that time. I'm sure if Cavell had a shot, he would somehow be involved. Like, maybe he couldn't be Arthas, but he'd want to be involved somehow, because he is a Warcraft fan. NA server apocalypse happening right now. Okay, so are the NA servers down? So I'm going to do my traditional media blackout soonish then, but like I don't think I can play the raid myself, so I'll probably have to just see what happens in the raid based on people's streams. I mean, I do have raid tomorrow, but I don't know if we're gonna down it, the whole thing. Be nice if we did. Okay, I'm getting caught up here. I can always add more foliage later. Everything for season 2 starts tomorrow for EU, correct? I believe so. Narrator, heard him do an audiobook, he's good. Oh, if he wanted to do a narrator role, I could see that be a thing. Yeah, I believe season 2 starts tomorrow. I don't think there's any delays. Wait, Mythic won't start yet. Hey, they don't do Mythic until the next... Isn't that how it works? First everyone else unlocks and then Mythic unlocks the next reset? I never played Mythic, so I don't really know. I still need to unlock higher tier delves. Oof, I haven't done that. I've unlocked some of them, but I haven't gotten all the way. You're supposed to get like all the way to the highest tier that you can get this week, so that tomorrow, or like as soon as reset has happened, you can jump straight into the highest tier. But I haven't done that yet. I need to make sure I do that tonight. Just checking a couple things. I guess I should probably wrap up the stream soonish. I'm doing the Mythic Zeros tonight. I might stream that, so I might be back later for that. I'm doing Mythic Zeros with the Dungeon Dojo. And then I'll probably stream the raid tomorrow. The raid does start tomorrow, right? Yeah, it must. It's not just dungeons or something. Aha. I think this... Alright, my Tarzing Decal streams. Just watch hours and hours and hours of me fiddling around with boulders. Super fun. My word. I like one of the new delves that's in this. Well, yeah, the Coiled Owl. One of the delves is kind of like an arena, and I really enjoyed it. The other delve is also okay, but like it's the one delve in particular I really liked. At the end of the storyline, you fight like a ape, and then when you kill him, he's resurrected and you fight an undead ape, which reminds me very much of the Zandalari raid, and I think it's super cool. It's got to be a reference to that as well. Well, the Zuldazar raid. The Zaralor raid. Yeah, I think with a few more plants and stuff, this will work much better. I am beginning to wonder if I should have this forge here, though. I just want the water without the turtle and tree. I do like the turtle though. It's just the coloring isn't exactly right, but maybe I can do stuff with lighting. Now I've got this little pool area here. Yeah, I like that. I think this is getting somewhere. The one you can speed level Vanera in, probably. Is that what people are doing? I never do these little tricks. And then by the time I get to them, they tend to be patched out. Okay, now we're cooking. Now it looks like the water's coming out of there. Yeah, yeah. S is looking much better. Oh yeah, these things. What can be done with this? I mean, that can definitely play a role here. Yeah, so definitely going to need a little bit more rocks and stuff. I kind of want this tree to look like it's growing out of a rock up here. But I think it's beginning to look good. The new Armani fountain for the Endeavors is perfect for a few trinkets, trickles between the rocks. You're right. Where's that fountain? Is it this one? And it works with my... It also works with that Armani statue that I've got buried. It's definitely something I'll look into using. But I think that's enough for now. I'm going to save this as a blueprint. This room as a blueprint. Just save my progress. This way, if I make any changes, it'll be okay. Okay. Oh, that's the old one. Okay, I'll look at. I'll make sure I get the right fountain. But I think so far, this little section is looking good, isn't it? But I think that's enough of the stream from the stream today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be streaming new story content. I don't think I can do the quest though, because I think I have to have the raid clear. So if nothing else, I'll be streaming the raid, or what we do with it. I might stream later on, depending. I am going to be doing Mythic Plus with the dojo, and I quite often stream that. So you can look out for that, but we'll see. Otherwise, that is all from me for now. I think I'm really happy with what's going on here so far. I'm excited for how this room is beginning to look. Thank you. That's it for now. I will see you sometime soon. Thank you very much for joining the stream today. Was very excited to have new emoticons. I'm very, very, very excited to use those. And that's all. Bye, everyone.